Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. In the last section we had discussed the HTML code, how to write down the basic code of the HTML. We had finished some of the tags like HTML, body, head, title, h1. These are the headers, the paragraph, the bold, italic, underline. These tags we had finished into the previous section. In this section we will discuss the remaining topics, so let's start for the remaining one. So same, open the notepad file, write down the HTML, the body tag, and then after we will start the remaining part of the coding. So let's start. Suppose we have to draw a line which is the horizontal line. For implementing this we use the HR tag. Again, this is the empty tag, no need to open and close this. Save this file. So save anywhere you want. I am saving in my condition at the desktop. Write down the name, manish.html is the extension. By default is the txt file, but we are writing the code of the HTML, so save this into the whole file and save the file. This is the file I have saved, so open this into the any browser. So I open into the Google Chrome. So let it be open. So it's showing the horizontal line on the page. This is the simple HR tag used to draw a horizontal line. Suppose you have to make it color. So for implementing this, write down the attribute or the property of the text. So write down the color and color name. Save this using the Ctrl S and refresh or reload this. Directly you can use the F5. We had discussed into the earlier section. Refresh this. It's showing the horizontal line into the color. Then after, the marquee tag is used to text to be moved into the direction. So save this and let's refresh this. So it's showing the text moving from right to left direction. You can also change the direction of the code. So how you can move the direction? So you have to use the direction attribute. Direction can be any, so I had mentioned the up. Save this and refresh this. So it's showing the text moving into the upper direction, but it's showing the height of the text very smaller. So I have to increase the height so that it will be visible to you. So write down the height is equal to 100 and let it be refreshed. So it's showing into the 100 height so that it will be visible, but the scroll down speed is very fast, so I have to make it slower. So again write down the property, scroll delay. As many delay you want you can mention. So 500 I had mentioned in my case and refresh this. So see, it's showing the text moving slower than the earlier one. Then after, you can also mention the behavior. So behavior of this, I had mentioned the alternate. So it's not working, I guess. To check its meaning, spelling, maybe it's not correct. So see, it's working. Its behavior is alternate, meaning is that it will not hide the text whenever it will be finished on the top. So this is how you can set the behavior. So these are the property of the marquee you can mention in the code. Then after, we have to write down a text, which is the paragraph, and I have mentioned some space here so that it will showing the space on the page. Save this and refresh. So it's showing the text, but it's not showing any space I had mentioned into the code. So I had mentioned a bigger space in the code, but it's not showing the space in this. So how you can show the simple space? So you can write down the ampersand nbsp, non-breakable space. So it will showing a simple space, one text space it will be showing into the code. See, it's showing this simple space. If you want more space, you have to copy paste the ampersand nbsp. As much space you required, you can copy paste as much nbsp here. So again it's showing one more space. So this is how you can give the simple space here, but it's not the solution for the bigger space. So if you want a bigger space, pre-tag is used. It will showing your text as it is. So I had given a bigger space here. If it's working, it should showing the results. See, it's showing the results. As much space I had given, it's showing the same here. So pre is used for predefined as it is, whatever the code you will write in between of the pre-tag. Then after, if you have to make a text color, write down this and trying to write down the color attribute of the paragraph. So write down the color's value is red. Save this and refresh. So it's showing the color no, meaning is that directly writing of the color is not sufficient. So what we have to do, we have to use a special tag, which is the font tag here. So write down the font and then mention the color property of the font, red. Save this and refresh. See, it's working. The text is in the color, whatever the color you had mentioned into the code. Then after, if you want to code to be moved and colored, so what you have to do, moving text and the color text. So you have to mix the font tag here So as many properties you want, as many tags you have to mix up. So make the color and red, save it and refresh the page. See, this is moving as well as the colored. I want the bigger text, moving, colored and the bigger. So what we have to do, mix up the text. So header is used for heading. It will make the text larger. Save and refresh. See, text is moving, colored and the bigger. So as many styles you want to implement, as many tags you have to mix up. The one more thing, if you want to change the body color, you can also do the same. So for implementing this, you have to write down the bgcolor property of the body. Write down the mention pink color here and save this. See, the page is colored with the pink background. So this is how we can implement the HTML basics. This was the second session of the HTML. The rest of the things like images, links and the remaining parts of the HTML will be discussed into the next session. Keep update with us, keep sharing the videos, subscribe our channel so that you will get the rest of the code of the HTML. Thank you very much.